Look, when they murder these people, it is not just like you would think it would be with the blood sacrifices under the Vatican, where they're just killing babies and drinking their blood and crap like that, or witches' covens. When you see stories like this, and what am I saying? 67, which is the 19th prime, you see the 67 and the 19, right? Okay, so then and blood sacrifice equals 67. Yeah, it's a blood sacrifice, but it's not the same kind of a blood sacrifice that you're thinking. This isn't just worship to Lucifer. This isn't some sort of a witch sacrifice. Most of these people, when they're killed, they are killed by somebody trying to send a message. Think about when you were a kid and you had that decoder ring, that you pulled out of the cereal box. You had to decode the secret message. Well, if we just say somebody did it, we're failing to decode the secret message. The fact is, the message would indicate who did it and what they're trying to say. And these murders are conveying specific messages. So I'm going to attempt to tell you why they killed this Russian sprinter. I'm going to try to tell you who I think did it. And I think I'm going to tell you what message that they're trying to say. Otherwise, what good is gematria? If we don't know who did it and we don't know why, what is the point? So if you open up your Gematrinator calculator, you can right away see 67. Yeah, 67, the 19th prime. There's a 67 and a 19 right there on her shirt, okay? And 19 like chaos, and 67 like blood sacrifice. So it was some sort of a sacrifice, but the point was to send a specific message by somebody. Now, she actually died on the 19th as well. Okay, now the story didn't get to us until 8/22, but she died on the 19th. Again, 67 is the 19th prime. Killer equals 67 also. So, throw that out there for you. Now, her name is Margarita Plavunova. So I want to pull her name off. Oh, no, I didn't do it. Let's see. Pull it off of here because, heck, I can't spell that. So I will just lift it off of here. And where's her full name at? Here we go. Margarita Plavunova. Okay. Now, I checked in these other numbers. They're not nearly as important as this number right here. Okay. But you can think of, these are numbers related to 9/11. 9/11 and 112 are the same thing, okay? Because it's like Zach's mentioned a million times, you can call 9/11 or you can do the alternative dialing code and dial 112. It means the same thing, okay? And, the 77 thing with the Pentagon, I'm sure you've heard it enough times, I don't even have to repeat it, unless you're brand new, but, 77 is, World Trade Center, just 77. The 77 foot tall Pentagon, Flight 77 hit it, or whatever, all that stuff. So Flight 77 supposedly hit it, even though it wasn't a flight, So you're already seeing 9/11 numbers, and that is part of the message, okay? So these numbers are going to tell us what the message is part of. But this number is actually going to tell us who's sending the frickin' message, okay? And here's how. You automatically think woman, okay? So you think lunar. Women are coded with the moon. So you look back at the last lunar eclipse, which was on 1/21/2019, to the day this appeared in our media. Okay, she actually died on the 19th, but they're reporting it in our media on the 22nd for this reason. Okay, because 2/12, let's see. It was 213 days apart. There we go. So 213 and Margarita Plavunova, they're almost the same, right? 212, 213. Now, if you look up the rule of Colel, which is the rule in gematria and numerology that says if the value's one off, it means the same thing. You go, oh, a connection, 212 and 213. Now, the 212th prime number is 1301. So just remember that, 1301. You got the 12 here, and the 212th prime number is 1301. Take the 0 out, and it's 131. The death was reported in America on 8/22, at least in this Fox News article. Okay, and look at this, 131. So we got 1301 and 131, and we have the lunar eclipse to show us it. That is definitely related. So, what is 131? Well, of course, it's ritual human sacrifice. Again, just like the 67, okay, we had human sacrifice, or blood sacrifice rather, was 67, but ritual human sacrifice, 131. And again, 822 leaves 131 days left in the year, and 212, the 212th prime is 1301, and the lunar eclipse, being 213, is the same as 212. 213 days from the lunar eclipse. Now, yes, it is ritual human sacrifice, but do you want to know who did it? This happened in Russia, didn't it? Russian mafia equals what? 131. Now you know who did it. The Russian mafia killed this girl. Okay, and of course the story says she died of cardiac arrest, which we know is bunk. Well, look at cardiac. This is 131. Okay, remember the rule of Colel. Cardiac arrest is 231. One away means the same thing. You get it? Russian mafia ritual human sacrifice. 231 is also the 21st prime number, which, you know, if you click it, it'll tell you that. Look, see? Oh, I'm sorry, triangular. I said prime. Okay, 21st triangular number, and mafia equals 21. You get it? This is not usually your government doing these things. It's usually mobsters, mafia gangs sending messages to one another. Now, who are they sending the message to? Okay, if I had to guess, they're probably against some of the gangs that are supporting Trump. This girl was, well, I already showed you her name, had some 9/11 numbers, 77 and 112. You know, September 11 equals 77, World Trade Center equals 77, okay, but let's look at what she was. They said they killed her because she was a sprinter. 119 like 9/11 and 47 like government, okay? 47, that's your big government number. What is 47, you know? All right, government 47, Republican, Democrat, all that stuff. Now look at her last name. Same thing, okay? You had sprinter was 119 and 47. Her last name, Plavunova, 119 and 47. Okay? Now here's our message. Again, her full name with her first and last name together have 9/11 numbers, and then just Plavunova, government 9/11. Somebody's telling Trump, hey, you better tell the truth about 9/11, that your government did it. You know, Russian equals 88, like Margarita, which was her name, first name, Margarita, like Trump. 88 and 47. Connect the dots, folks. We can't just say that these articles are just, you know, the Illuminati. Okay, that's in the frickin' Illuminati. The Illuminati, when they started, were actually decent people on our side. That's not what this is about. Okay, they killed this person to send a message, and I suspect it's probably between their mobs and Trump's mobs. That's my guess. Who are Trump's mobs? Well, the biker gangs. Who are the Russian mobs? Well, you got the Russian mafia. That'd be my guess of who's communicating to who. Now, the news media, because they're defunct, lying SOBs, they will not send you the direct message. So anytime that a message has to be passed, they have to kill somebody, and it has to be coded so that you can get the message. Do you understand what's going on? That's just how it works. Just going out and saying the Illuminati and the Masons did it is doing a big disservice. Okay, because it's a distraction. It's a diversion from what's really going on. It's no different than saying Bigfoot or UFOs. It's just a diversion tactic, and it's a psyop to get you away. If you don't, it becomes a psyop to get you away. No, I don't think Zach's a psyop. I'll be surprised if he is. Really, really surprised. But I don't think he is. But I'm just saying, if you don't tell exactly what's going on and try to get to the understanding of what these messages mean, then what are you doing? I mean, when I say you're just chasing your tail, well, that's what I mean. You just, it just becomes a rabbit trail or a red herring argument where it's just like, look over here, but you're not ever really coming to the conclusion of who's talking to who and the messages that they're really saying. Think of decoder rings. Think of World War II when the military used the Navajo Indians to send messages because the Japanese couldn't understand Navajo because they'd never seen a Navajo Indian. Well, that's what gematria really is. It's sending secret coded messages that people like us are not supposed to understand, but thanks to Derek, who created this handy dandy calculator over here, we're able to try to figure it out. And a little common sense and a little understanding from people like you who's lived this life and understand these mafia types and have seen them kill people to send messages to each other over and over again. So, hope that clears some things up. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.